which is not correct. So in that case, what happened? They're lacking with the clarity what kind of role they needs to play. Then the magnitude of the conflict where everyone is requiring manufacturer attention. I want to build good look. I want to show good result to my manufacturer so that I can be the channel captain. Another thing, different perception of the market. Everyone, they'll have the own perception towards the market. Like I said, in case of retailer, their perception is to have more number of customer for themselves so that they can get profit. And in case of distributor, they want to clear their stocks by supplying it to the multiple retailer. In case of producer, their perception to establishing their brand name. Are you getting my point? These are the reasons for the channel conflict. Then, how to manage this conflict? First is the communication. Obviously, there needs to be regular communication between the channel member. Every channel member, they can sit together, they can have their discussion, they can share their problem, they can share their issues, and they can sort it out. Like I said, one needs to be a channel captain. The basic job of the channel captain is to reduce the conflict which is arising between the different channel intermediaries. And in case of cooperation, obviously, a cooperation is expected from each of the channel intermediaries so that they can work properly, they can reduce the conflict among themselves. Then the mediation. Mediation means third party could be hired to resolve the issues which is arise between the different channel intermediaries. Now all of you clear?
Yes, ma'am.
All of you clear? Okay. So related to channel management, everything is clear, everything is covered. Now I will move forward to the another topic, little bit different from the channel management or channel intermediaries. That topic is physical distribution management. Okay, physical distribution management. In case of physical distribution management is basically related to the activities which is involved the physical movement of product from producer to consumer or industrial user. All of you clear? From producer to end user or industrial user. Or you can say that it is the handling and movement of the product from the point of production to point of consumption. All of you clear? Point of production to point of consumption. All of you clear?
Yes, ma'am.
All of you clear? Just try to understand the concept. Everything you'll get from your book. Then, what are the major activities include here? These are the major activities because here I have not taken all the activities. Major activities like order processing, inventory management, material handling, warehousing, transportation. These are the major activities are included in case of physical distribution management. And remember, physical distribution management is related to movement of product from producer to consumer or industrial user. In case of industrial user, they'll be going to use this product for the further production. In case of consumer, they're going to consume it. Okay, from the producer, from the point of production to point of consumption. Just remember this two words for physical distribution of management. So in case of physical distribution management, we will go through the one by one activities. First one is the order processing. In order processing, what is the normal meaning of the order processing? What does it mean? Order processing.
Receiving of the order,
Hmm.
then preparing the order and setting it out for delivery.
Setting it out for the delivery. So most of the things, this thing we have to do. And nowadays, what are the facilities we have in case of receipt of order?
We can receive online method via telephone.
So more or less thanks to the technology. Information technology, they are helping us to receive the order, process the order,
Yes, ma'am.
right? So most of the cases, how we should receive the order? What is the procedure of receiving order? Whose order we will consider first?
Customers.
No, 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 no.
No, matlab,
Multiple customers are there. They are ordering at the same point of time. Then whose order you will consider first? How you keep the order?
first come first, sir.
First come first, sir. In this way, we can take the order. What are the other methodology? So we can take the order, or we can arrange them. Mr. X is first, Mr. Y is second, Mr. Z is third. First come first, sir. Very good. Apart from that, if we are having bulk order, then how we will proceed it? Bulk amount. Okay. How Flipkart is taking order? They'll be receiving multiple order at the same time.
Yes, ma'am.
So how they'll receiving the order? What could be their possible processing system?
They keep a tentative date for the packing and
No. You're talking about how to process your order for dispatch. I am asking you how to take the order. First thing, what we supposed to do? We have to receive the order. How we supposed to receive the order? For example, at 15:1, 15:2, somebody had paid money. Somebody just keep it at the cart. So obviously, they're not going to consider it. Those who have already paid the money, obviously their order is going to be proceed. Are you getting my point?
yes, ma'am.
Are you getting my point? It is related to you have to receive the order. Then only you can think about how to dispatch your order. Fine. So in case of order processing, few things are involved. First thing is to how to receive the order or any information, like if you want some kind of customized order, if you want to place some kind of customized order. Are you getting my point? So in that case, there will be the facility that this thing needs to be changed in the person's order. Fine. Then the efficient order processing, like what are the products we have, accordingly we will progress with the order processing. Then we will trying to find out how to deliver the order, because every order they have certain issues, they'll have certain tasks. We have to do that. Then only we can think about the order delivery. Then the another thing we need to consider under the order processing, what is the method of processing we are supposed to use? Every company, they'll have their own method of order processing. Okay. All of you clear? Order processing, first activity under physical distribution management. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Then we will go to the another one, which is the transportation. What is the meaning of the transportation? Transportation means what? It is a what kind of medium? Transportation. With the help of transportation, what can we do?
Will reach the product to the customer.
In case of transportation, it is a medium through which we can move our product from the one place to another one, right? There are multiple options are there. Roadways are there, railways are there, waterways are there, airways are there. So multiple options are there. Sometimes we have to combine those options. Sometimes we can choose a particular option depending upon what kind of product we are delivering. what could be the right mode of the transportation. Depending upon that, we will choose that. Along with that, we have to consider the cost, reliability, and the risk which is associated with the transportation of the product from one place to another place. Clear? Clear?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Then warehousing. Another thing which is under the physical distribution management. What is the meaning of the warehousing?
Where the
It's,
products are kept or created before dispatch.
oh, very good. So we are having those, we are having our product in the form, we can store there, we can assort there, because we have to deliver it. There are few things is associated with the warehousing. Most of the cases, how many warehouse a company is required, where should be the warehouse, and what are the pattern of ownership of warehouse. In some cases, company, they do have their own warehouse. In some cases, warehouse is company is taking third party warehouse. Okay, they're not the company rented, they're not the company owned warehouse. So it depends upon key how many warehouse do we have. For example, if our transportation is very good, we can move our product from one place to another place within one night. Does we really require warehouse? If our transportation is very good. Does we require warehouse? Am I audible?
Warehouse will be needed anyhow because we have to package the product before dispatching.
No, no. In case of warehouse, we can store there, like our cold storage. Okay, we can store their product. For whatever you're saying, that is the point of distribution. For example, just like your Tata Nano, what they did, they have transport all those things in a kit, right? They assemble it where at the distribution point, end distribution point, with the distributor, they have assembled it. So it is not like we supposed to do the assemble thing at the warehouse. Warehouse means it's a closed place where we have to keep our stock. Are you getting my point?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you getting my point? So in that case, and one more thing you must know, every business, they will have their own kind of warehouse. If it is related to the cold storage, they need a cold storage. Obviously, cold storage warehouse will be there. Varieties of warehouse are there. Accordingly, as per the company product, as per the business, whatever the business objective, what is the business process, they are having their own warehouse. But my question is, if I am having a very strong transportation, does I require many warehouse? If
No,
my transportation is very strong, I can move my product from one place to another place very quickly. Does I need more warehouse?
no, then more warehouse will not be required.
Will not be required, right? So this thing have to be considered, right? This, before taking any kind of warehousing decision, this thing have to be considered, and that's why these activities are interrelated. Okay, related to warehouse. Then come to the inventory management. In case of inventory management, basically it is related to okay. Now, it is the efficient management of goods stored in the warehouse. Which one needs to be clear first? Which one needs to be clear second? In this way, they will handle the inventory. Are you getting my point? Are you getting my point?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And in this management, everything we have to properly look how many inventories are there, whether the order are fulfilled or not, whose order is not fulfilled properly. This thing we have to consider in case of inventory management. Then we will come to the material management, another activity. Here, what happened? It is related to the moving goods from manufacturing site to loading point of transportation. Manufacturing site to loading point of transportation. Proper material handling can minimize wastage during the transportation, reduce unnecessary good movement, and facilitate quick order processing, ensure efficient goods movement. Okay, so here what happened? We have to think about how to move our goods properly. Load, you'll see the thing are very confined, moving from the manufacturing site to loading point of transportation. After loading point of transportation, then transportation job will be start. Are you getting my point? Are you getting my point?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so that is the part of what? That is the part of the material management. So how many activities are involved in case of physical distribution?
5.
What are those 5 major activities?
Order
First,
processing,
order processing. Second
then
is
transportation,
transportation. Third is
warehousing,
warehousing.
then inventory management. Last is material management.
Material management.
Handling.
Okay. Material management. Okay. So these 5 activities we must consider during the physical distribution management. And physical distribution management will start from the movement of product from producer point of view to consumer point. Okay, from producer point to consumer point. Clear about this
Yes,
part?
ma'am.
Physical distribution management.
Yes, ma'am.
Then we will come to the another part, which is the wholesaling. Wholesaling includes all the activities selling goods and services to those who buy for resale or business use. Okay, for the reselling purpose, whoever is involving the of goods, that is known as the wholesaling. Fine. So I'll move quickly to the types of wholesaler because those things you'll get in your book. Merchant wholesaler, in case of merchant wholesaler, there are the 2 types. One is the full-time wholesale, full service wholesaler. Another one is the limited service. In case of full service, they will consider everything like carrying stock, maintenance, sell force, everything they will do. Limited, they will be providing in some specialized functions. And brokers and agents, normally they'll also work as a wholesaler. When they will be work as a wholesaler, at that point of time, normally they're getting the commission of 2% to 6%. Then manufacturer and retailers branch office, they are the one type of wholesaler where wholesaling operation is conducted by the seller and buyer themselves rather than the other independent wholesaler or third party. Specialized wholesaler, like they are specialized, for example, they are specialized with the agriculture. All the agriculture assembles, they can be done by these people. So this type of wholesaler are there. Then come to the another intermediary, which is your retailer. Retailer, they are selling goods and services directly to whom? Directly to the end user for the personal use. Okay, and they are selling in the small quantity, right? There are also types of retailer. First one is the independent retailer, which is owned by the single person or in a partnership, but not as a part of larger retail institution. Can you cite me example? Independent retailer who is not part of the larger retail institution.
The kirana shops.
Exactly. Okay. Then chain store. They are the part of the group of the same store owned and operated by a single organization. Chain store. Okay. McDonald. Fine. These are the chain store. They are operated within by the single organization. Franchisee. In case of that, The operator is granted a license to operate and sell the product under a particular brand name. All of you must have seen the franchisee store. Clear?
Okay.
Retailing. Then, what is the difference between wholesaler and retailer? What could be the possible difference between wholesaler and retailer?
Wholesaler, they are selling when they're purchasing large quantities of good from the manufacturer,
Very
whereas
good.
retailers, as much required, they purchase from the wholesaler.
Very
Then
good.
Retailer
Wholesaler.
sells direct to the customer,
Mhm.
and the wholesaler sells to the retailer.
Retailer. Very good.
they sell wholesalers sell large deal with smaller number of products,
Mhm.
but retailer they will deal with large number of products.
Large number of products or large varieties of product?
Sorry, large varieties of products.
Correct.
Then
For wholesaling, we need financially we need large strong finance is needed, but retailer we can start with a small finance, we can start the business.
exactly. Okay. So there are the difference between wholesaler and the retailer. Then we will come to the franchisee. Franchisee, like I said, it is there will be one franchisor and one franchisee. There is an agreement between these two people, and they'll granted the license to have the business. Okay, so here and the benefit of this kind of job is benefit of this kind of distribution system is what if you do not have any idea how to conduct a business, you are completely new to this business, with the help of franchisee you can start, because they will help you to set up your business. They'll help you how to have the ambience, how to talk with your customer, how to approach them, everything they will taught you. Okay, so it will be easy for you to start if you do not have any kind of business background, and you can start your without with the minimum risk. Clear? Related to franchisee?
Yes, ma'am.
Clear? Then direct marketing, where we are communicating directly with our targeted customer on an individual basis so that immediate response can be obtained. And mostly it is a two-way communication. So when we talk about direct marketing, so what is the thing is coming to our mind? What kind of marketing or where we have read this kind of concept?
Telemarketing. Then direct selling of the product, matlab direct salesman are approaching the customer.
Exactly. I told you about personal selling, two-way
Personal
communication.
selling.
Okay, buyer and seller, right? They will interact, they will have the conversation. So in case of direct marketing, we can communicating directly to our targeted customer so that immediate response we can get. So nowadays we can have the telemarketing, email marketing, television marketing. So these things are involved. Okay. Then finally, e-commerce. All of you are well aware about e-commerce, electronic medium to carry out our commercial transaction. Can you send me some example? E-commerce.
Amazon, Flipkart.
Amazon, Flipkart, Myntra, all kind of online.
Exactly. Okay. So what is the benefit of this kind of marketing or benefit of this kind of distribution channel?
From the customer point of view, they do not want to go to the market. They can purchase anytime, 24/7 now, any product.
Any product,
Uh,
any place.
yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And
Then
from commercial point of view, they also do not have many stores like they directly sell to the customer. Uh, they can sell the products anytime, any place. 24/7, the sales volume will be increased.
Okay. Then, in case of e-commerce marketing, can we compare the product?
Yes, ma'am.
We can compare the product. So this
Yes.
facility is already given by the e-commerce site. We are
Yes.
getting discount or not?
Yes. Getting
Delivery is
discount.
quicker or not?
It may be depend upon the
Product or your membership.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Membership.
Then
Right.
another thing. Do we have customized vision of our chosen product?
Sorry, ma'am.
Do we have, suppose I want to buy a water purifier machine, right? Multiple water purifier machines are available in the market. Multiple varieties of water purifier. One is saying that we can provide you iron water, we can provide you tamba water, we can provide you XYZ water, we can provide you without any mineral, you will get only water. Varieties of water purifier companies are there. So as per my knowledge, whatever knowledge I am having, whatever information I will gather from my surrounding, based upon that, I will go and I will buy a water purifier, right? So whether they are providing customized product for me or not.
Yes, ma'am.
When I scroll down or when I scroll the entire site, whether I will get customized product, like customized in the sense whether they're providing me the information related to the product as per my interest or not,
Yes, ma'am.
right? So normally when we visit to the any of the store, the same thing is happening, right?
Hmm.
Payment. If you will talk about payment is easy in case of e-commerce marketing or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. It's mostly
So,
convenient.
so all of you are very clear about e-commerce marketing. Then this one, just pay attention, this terminology, omni-channel. Omni-channel is what? It is the integration between operation and physical product flow across all the channel to provide a seamless shopping experience. That means how many multiple channels we can have or how many distribution system we can have to reach our customer, to make them purchase, to receive their order and provide them their order. That is what the job of the omni-channel. All of you clear? All of you clear?
No,
So,
ma'am.
ma'am,
Please repeat.
For example, here I will take the example of cosmetic product. All of you well aware about cosmetic product, more or less all of you are using cosmetic product. So what are the distribution medium or what are the distribution way through which you can get your cosmetic? Any cosmetic, anything you can choose.
Offline and online.
Offline and online. Offline, you can get it from
Retailer.
in online, you'll get it
Direct from the
Wholesaler
manufacturer.
or
online.
Direct from the manufacturer.
What is the medium? Medium.
like
Here we are talking about
Amazon.
medium.
E-commerce platform.
E-commerce platform as well as company website.
Company's website.
Now, are you getting my point? You can have the touch with that particular product through offline and online, segregated into two parts. In offline, you'll have multiple intermediaries from where you can get the product. In online also, you can get it through the any of the e-commerce site, and you can also get it from the company website also. Now all of you clear? And nowadays another one addition is there through the app. You can buy the product. Are you getting my point? Omni
Yes.
means everywhere you needs to be available. In case of medicine, all of you heard about MedPlus? MedPlus, all of
Yes,
you heard
ma'am.
about that
Yes, ma'am.
medicine retailer, right?
Absolutely.
So they are trying to be focused on medicine needs to be available at one touch. Anywhere you will can order your medicine. This type of distribution channel they are working on. Are you getting my point? That is what the omni-channel distribution system. Omni-channel distribution system means you can, customer can get product through which any of the distribution channel. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
All of you clear? Now just quickly
Yes.
let me tell you one more thing, which is the logistic management. Okay, just pay attention. In case of logistic management, all of you must heard about a word, supply chain management. Supply chain management. Okay, supply chain management, logistic management, more or less are used interchangeably. And in case of logistic management, it is involved in the two part. Logistic means to facilitate something. Okay, it is means to facilitate something. Most of the time you'll get this word with the supply chain management. Instead of logistic management, you will get supply chain management. Just remember two things. Can you see this picture properly?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, there will be two things. One is your material management, another one is your physical distribution management. Physical distribution management, like I said, keep from the company has done their manufacturing. Okay, their production is done. From that part, we have to make it move, or we have to move it to our end user. That part is your physical distribution. Material management, where we have to work with the procurement of raw material to get it to the finished good. The conversion of or the it started with the procurement of raw material and it ended with the finished good. Whatever the process is involving, that is that is the known as the material management. Clear?
Okay.
This two thing clear? That is the part of the logistic management, and supply chain management is also divided into this two thing: material management, physical distribution management. So here in this picture, you can see the supply chain logistic management where raw material, component, packaging item are mentioned. Just first go through this arrow. This arrow is showing the physical outbound. Sorry. This one shows the process and information, and this one shows the physical inbound. Inbound means whatever the things happen within the industry. Just like that, you remember, within the industry, within the manufacturing plant. We will procure our raw material, we will clear it, we will convert it to the finished good. That is one part. Then after getting our finished good, we will move from the company door to customer door. That is another part. That is the outbound logistic. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Clear? All those things. So we have completed everything, and you will get from your this thing elaborately you will get from your book. Everything is there. So finally, we have completed everything, whatever you have in your syllabus. Okay. So now time is going to be over. Thank you very much to all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Good evening, everyone. Give me 2 minutes. There is some problem because of which I am unable to share the screen. I'm working on that. Give me 2 minutes. Good evening, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
And the screen is visible?
Yes, ma'am.
So yesterday we were discussing about the rate at which innovations diffuse into the market, and the last element in the process was the adapter categories. Who are the people who are adapting the innovation? Depending on that, or the pace of diffusion also depends on who are the people who are adapting the innovations. Depending on the response of the market or the market segments towards accepting an innovation, the graph which you are seeing on the curve represents the PLC, product life cycle curve. It resembles product life cycle curve, and depending on at what phase the target market accept the innovation, consumers are categorized into 5 types. माने consumer को rate किंबा कितने time रे innovation को accept करूचंती. Depending on that behavior or response of consumers towards accepting the innovation, consumers can be categorized into 5 types. They are innovators, early adopters, early majority, late majority, and laggards. So from here you can very well see that innovators are the people who accept a innovation when the innovation is in the introductory stage. Yesterday there was no class, but day before yesterday means my last class. In my last class, what I meant to say was in my last class. So innovators are the people who accept a innovation when the innovation is in the introductory stage of product life cycle. Product life cycle ର introductory stage ରେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଥାଏ innovation ଟା, ସେତେବେଳେ ଯୋଉ consumer ତାକୁ accept କରନ୍ତି, they are called innovators. Then they constitute 2.5% of the market. Total segment raw, only 2.5% are the people who are action oriented people, who are risk takers, who are not brand loyal, who always want to take the risk of trying new things that enters into the market. Then as the product moves from the introductory stage towards the growth stage, next category are the early adopters. Early adopters are the consumers who sincerely imitate the consumption pattern of innovators. जो मैंने innovators का consumption pattern को imitate करिया चाहते, तांको follow करिया चाहते, they are very good and inspired by innovators. They are the next group of people who accept innovation in their life, and they are also a very small part of the market. They constitute only 13.5% of the entire market segment. Then when the product moves from growth towards maturity, then the large part of the market, that is early majority and late majority, which constitutes 68% of your total target market, they accept innovation and they continue using that innovation till the product reaches the declining stage. And a graph jana pad jauchi that most of your market or majority of your market accept the product when the product moves from growth towards maturity. So these are people who are not very risk, who don't want to undertake a lot of risk. They are highly brand loyal. Tanka consumption habit ko break kariki to put a new product in that place is really difficult and challenging. But there are people who can be attracted towards new products if a proper value proposition is offered to them. Then is the last group who are people who are very skeptic. They might be very low in terms of resources. They are very traditional and conservative. They are not at all outgoing or outspoken. There are people who wait for the entire market to certify or give approval that this particular innovation is giving satisfaction. Then only they will use the product. They are called laggards, and laggards constitute 16% of the total market. Right. So these are the adapter categories, or these are the people, or these are the category of consumers who accept innovation at different phases in the product life cycle stages. Innovators accept it very fast. Laggards accept innovations at the last, and early adopters follow the innovators. early majority and late majority are the people who accept the innovation when the innovation enters into growth and moves towards maturity. Bujhiyala? Are you clear?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So it depends on the product life cycle stages. As the product moves in the life cycle stages, this is the rate at which, or this is the pace at which the market accepts the innovation. Right. Next is the adoption process. When the market accepts the innovation, what is the process or procedure they go through? How marketer should use this knowledge to design marketing strategy. So adoption is basically the process of accepting a innovation or accepting a new product, putting a new product in the consumption pattern. The process goes like, the first stage in the process is awareness. So the process of adapting a innovation, when we are talking about accepting a innovation means a new product, new in some or the other form. So the very first thing that should happen is marketing communication. The marketer should tell the consumers that I am offering a new product. Unless until the consumer or the market segment has been made aware about the new product, is it literally not possible jane taro gote existing consumption habit ko kahinki break karibo. To break that, first thing is he should have information. He should have knowledge about that some new product has been offered or is present in the market or has been offered to the market. So when the innovation is launched and in the introductory stage, basically marketing communication or the third P of marketing, that is promotion, plays a very vital role, and marketers should give informative advertising, should use informative advertisements filled with lot of information so that they can create a awareness within the market about this new product. After creating awareness, next is to persuade the consumer or to create an interest within the consumer, to develop a positive attitude within the consumers. And for that, sometimes sales promotions are used, sometimes some innovative advertising strategies are used so that a interest will be developed. Like for example, one of the strategies nowadays used to develop this interest is teaser advertisement. Anybody knows about what is teaser advertisement? Any idea? Anybody having teaser advertisement? This trend of using teaser advertisement has started with Bollywood. The concept of teaser advertisement is to give incomplete information during launching a new product. When a new product launch initially, not to launch a full-fledged campaign, rather to give incomplete information and hide the brand name for some time intentionally. You would find nowadays hoardings coming up. Pleasure hoarding ଆସିଥିଲା ବାଣୀବିହାର ଗୋଟେ ବଡ hoarding ଲାଗିଥିଲା, why should boys have all the fun, ଏତିକି ଲେଖା ହେଇଥିଲା ଆଉ ତାପରେ କିଛି ଲେଖା ହେଇନଥିଲା. This was the only information. Anybody who would read this information, human psychology says that when we are encountering incomplete information, then there is a tendency to complete the story, right? There is a tendency to complete the story. We develop perceptions. We try to use our informations. We try to use our experience. We try to use our subconscious memory, and we try to complete that story. And with incomplete information, the engagement of consumer increases with the information. The information is incomplete, consumer engagement both body with the information. He will try to make out kon hitwa, complete form ta kon hitwa. Or the mind becomes inquisitive and he starts to search for information. In the complete information dele padibo with the mane rakhibo bhuli jibo, attention, he will pay attention, he might select those information, he might reject those information. But when there is an incomplete information, the mind becomes busy or engaged with the information. That is nowadays a very wise strategy used to develop interest within the consumer. So what happens? Suppose mu janku kavi ari janchu gote katha koibi, then I would say na na chhat to samastung koi dobo. I'll repeat this 2-3 times and I will not tell him what I was intending to tell. That will create an interest within him to know what was the issue I was talking about, because I had given him incomplete information. The same concept is used in teaser advertisement where the brand name is not exposed intentionally, is kept hidden intentionally for some time, and that time period is not more than 1 month, 15 days to 1 month. When the mind of consumer become very curious, inquisitive, to know it, to learn about it, then the marketer comes with the full-fledged information. And ଯେତେବେଳେ ଗୋଟେ ଜିନିଷ ଆମେ intentionally search କରୁଛୁ ଆଉ ସେ ଜିନିଷଟା ମିଳିଗଲେ, there is higher chance that it would be stored in the memory, subconscious memory or the conscious memory. Right? So after awareness, you have to create interest within the consumer. This is one form of creating interest. Some other form of creating interest are by using sales promotion tools. Sales promotion tool is basically a strategy of offering an incentive to the consumer to make an immediate purchase. If you are launching some product and you, let's suppose, offer a premium product with as a free gift with it, or you offer a subscription fee, or you offer a maybe a refund policy, or you offer a money back policy, or you offer a higher quantity at a reduced price, so that consumer को जहाँ existing consumption थी बहुत, they will feel interested to break that existing consumption and to adopt a new one. So these are some of the ways you can develop interest within the consumer, and then after developing interest, that means after developing a positive attitude towards the new product or new brand, the consumer will enter into a evaluation process. And the evaluation process is a challenge for the marketer, because in the evaluation process, the consumer will always compare the new product with his existing consumption pattern. So with existing consumption pattern, he has the experience. With existing consumption pattern, he has a habit. That product is in his habit. The product is in his consumption. Now he is comparing something which he already is using and has experienced it with something which is new in the market. So unless until in a new product there would be sufficient value proposition, consumer will never ever evaluate the new product at a higher degree. So if you want the new product to diffuse into the market, you have to certainly put a high value proposition in that in some or the other form. Necessarily got a functional benefit hele hi got a product diffuse karibo kimba evaluation the successful habo no. There can be emotional element, emotional function, there can be social function, there can be a psychological function. Right? So, but you have to offer a higher value proposition. Canada say that evaluation policy, he is evaluating against his own experience, against his earlier received satisfactions, against his already built up positive attitude towards other brand. And after evaluation, then the consumer should be encouraged for a trial. For every new product, the marketer, the best way to help that new product to get adapted or to diffuse in the market is to encourage consumers for trial. Depending on the nature of the product, there can be very many strategies of trial, like sampling. Sampling is one of the best technique of trial, but it depends largely on the nature of the product. If it is a motorcycle, it is a bicycle, you cannot send samples. But if it is a coffee, it is a shampoo, it is a moisturizer, it is a cosmetics, then you can always give a sample. For all the cosmetics, you will always find at the stores, there are tasters. That is a trial strategy. That is a strategy to encourage trial. For vehicles, cars, motorcycles, there is a strategy of offering test drives. That is trial. With mobile phones, there are dummy handsets. Those are to encourage trial. So trial means it is a process designed to give an experience of use before buying the product. Okay. Trial means it is a process which has been designed by the marketer to give a consumption experience to consumer before buying or before paying for the product. Product kiniba purvaru, if we can give him by some means, if we can give him a experience of the product, that is trial. And trial again plays a vital role in adoption, because in evaluation mu कहली evaluation is a nua product को गोटे existing experience संगरे evaluate करुचे, compare करुचे. So when this evaluation will be fair, when the new product रो भी गोटे experience ताको pre-purchase देई हबो. When you are buying a book, how you judge or how you make a decision which book to buy? Now this is a book. This is the back side of the book. Is it visible? Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So on every back side of the book, you will find a summary of that entire book. So any reader while buying a book, you would observe that would read the summary before making a buying decision. So printing the summary at the back, this is a strategy of offering a trial. This is a strategy of helping the consumer to build up expectation. This is a strategy of helping the consumer to make a evaluation. Right. Tour and travel agencies, or nowadays housing projects. They are conducting seminars. Before the inception of the project, they are conducting seminars. Say seminars re 3D screen re, they are trying to show you the entire project, how it would look after completion. Even you can see the house you are planning, how that house would look with a particular kind of interior. This is a trial. Architects and interior designers, they are using the same technology to give you a feel of how the house would look before buying it. Trial rooms in malls or garment shops, this is the mechanism of offering trial. Right? And after trial, if the trial is successful, the experience derived during trial is successful, or consumer evaluate that new experience with the existing experience and find the new experience to be upgraded experience, then he will go for adoption, or he will decide to use that product. Now, when we are talking about a adapter innovator category, they go through these stages of the process very quickly. Innovators, that 2.5% of the market, they go through all this process very quickly. ଏବେ ମନେ ପକା ମୁଁ ସାଇକୋଗ୍ରାଫିକ୍ସ ରେ ଗୋଟେ group of consumers କହିଥିଲି action oriented consumers, and basically innovators are action oriented consumers who are rebellious, who are outbound, who don't think a lot, who don't make a elaborate or brief evaluation or comparison. They always want to experience different things in life. They are the innovators who are action oriented people. Lifestyle में तीनटा जो principle oriented, status oriented, और ଗୋଟେ action oriented category we have discussed. These are the action oriented people. They are the innovators, and they go quickly through these 5 stages of the process and adopt the new product. Once innovators accept or approve a product, then subsequently the other groups follow using it. Right? And then there is another thing, that is adoption is also influenced by, even if the innovators, let's suppose innovators ko ame kotha kaiba, at what rate they are adopting a product. At what rate early adopters are adopting the product? At what rate early majority are accepting a product? Semane say groups would be that a product, each group is following or doing the adoption after the other. Within the members within one group, at what rate they are adopting, it depends on some product characteristics. And those product characteristics are, first one is relative advantage, compatibility, complexibility, triability, and observability. Relative advantage means if the new product has more advantage than the existing products, then the rate of adoption will be high. If the new product have more advantages than the existing product, then the rate of adoption will be high, which we discussed. I had made it very clear when we discussed the example of Real and Tropicana juice. Real when offered a new kind of packet with a higher advantage of using and storing the liquid, the juice, till it is exhausted. खाली packet रो ही गोटे benefit थिला that packet can be used as a container to store the remaining liquid, to leftover liquid. Due to that relative advantage, Real was highly adapted or was adapted at a faster rate, though Tropicana was the first mover, but Real got the highest market share. So if the new product have relatively better advantages, higher advantages than existing product, then there is a chance that the adoption will be faster. Compatibility. Compatibility means the degree to which the new product is matching to the needs of the consumer. Degree to which the new product is matching to the needs of the consumer. Because consumer has already a consumption habit or pattern with the existing products. Existing products sangare consumer ro gote consumption habit ache. Like for example, how are we cleaning our tooth? Mouth cleaning process ama pakere kon ache? Teeth kimba mouth cleaning process?
All day.
Toothpaste and brush. We brush our tooth with a toothpaste. What is the fate of mouthwash in India? Mouthwash ro acceptance kete roila India re. Now we are 15 people now in this classroom. Tell me honestly, how many of you use mouthwash? Use mouthwash as a cleaning habit, mouth cleaning habit or a tooth cleaning habit. So Parthasarathi is one who is using it every night. Anybody? I am not a user. I'll raise my hand. Now, when dentist has recommended, it is a different thing. Now you are using it because of the dentist recommendation. I'm talking about normal, usual use. As we are using toothbrush and toothpaste, similarly, how many of us are using mouthwashes to clean our mouth or tooth? See, in India, mouthwash is a failure product. It is only used when the dentist or as a pharmaceutical product when the doctor is advising it, because it is not compatible with our consumption pattern. It is not compatible with our consumption pattern. We cannot accept that is a liquid, and gargling with that liquid will give us the same benefit which we are deriving when we are brushing our tooth with a toothbrush and a toothpaste. So since the product was not compatible with our need, with our consumption pattern system, we could not adopt that product. But go to Western part of the world, they are happy using mouthwashes. That is the everyday gadget equipment or is the everyday consumption pattern, a product which is used on routine basis to clean the mouth or teeth or the gums. In India, it was not compatible with our need. So when a product is compatible with our need, it is adapted at a faster rate. When the products have high compatibility matching to our needs, then it is adapted at a faster rate. Complexity. Higher the complexity, lower is the adoption rate. Higher the complexity, lower is the adoption rate. When the product becomes complicated, or when the product becomes technically upgraded, or when a product is having a lot of technology or it requires some technical knowledge to use it, the rate of adoption reduces. Because to use those kind of products, again, we have to upgrade ourselves. The consumer have to upgrade ourselves. And in markets like that of Indian markets, there are very limited technologies to educate consumer. One is marketing, communication, advertisement, and our media exposure habit is we don't watch advertisement. We swap the channels whenever advertisement is triggered. So when the product become more complicated, the rate of adoption reduces, or it takes more time to the consumer to adapt it, because they would first get knowledge, then a practice, and then will use it. With highly complicated products, consumer feel that the risk involved is more high. Triability. Triability is the degree to which a product can be offered for trial before purchase. If a product can be offered for a trial through any strategy or mechanism, जो mechanism हमें discuss कर ले, like a sample or a trial room or a test drive, if you can give a pre-purchase experience, if you can offer a way of trying the product before buying it, then the rate of adoption will be high. Higher the triability, higher will be rate of adoption. Because during trial, the consumer will develop experience. That experience will help him to evaluate the product or the newness in the brand, and that will also help him to compare the new experience with the existing experience. The risk reduces and he adapts or the consumer can adapt the new product very easily. So higher the triability, higher is the adoption. यदि प्रोडक्ट को कौनसी फॉर्म रे ट्राई करिया को प्री परचेज एक्सपीरियंस तार देई हबो, then there is a chance that it will be adopted at a faster rate. And the last one is observability. If that newness in the product can be observed, if it is a tangible aspect of the product, the newness can be shown to the consumer. Right? If you tell that in a product the percentage of content of protein has increased, this is something which the consumer cannot observe. So in that case, the rate of adoption will be slow. Neither the consumer can observe your claim, nor he can observe the consequence. What a product, let's suppose you are selling Kellogg's cornflakes, and you are offering a new brand of cornflakes, competitor Kellogg's sangare compete karike, and you are claiming that every 100 gram of my company's Kellogg's contains 60 gram of protein. And this is something how the consumer will observe it, that the 100 grams of your cornflakes contain 60 grams of protein. And after consuming that, is there any parameter to measure the consequence? Yes, I got 16 gram of protein. So in this case, the observability is low. Consumer cannot see this aspect of your claim tangibly. So if the newness is tangible, it can be shown to the consumers. Either as an aspect of the product it can be shown, or the consequences can be felt by the consumer, then only the adoption will be high. Higher the observability, higher will be the adoption. So these 5 characteristics of a product decide the rate at which the innovations will be adopted by the consumers. And among these characteristics, the trend is higher the relative advantage, higher is the adoption. Higher the compatibility, higher is the adoption. Higher the complexity, lower will be the adoption. Higher the triability, higher will be the adoption. Higher the observability, higher will be the adoption. So with 1, 2, 4, and 5, these characteristics, with these characteristics increasing, the adoption will increase. But the third characteristics, that is complexity, with increasing, the adoption process will decrease. Vijayla, understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
And with this, we completed the 5th module, right? You wanted some important questions, I believe.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
also share the PPTs.
PPTs I'll ask Rashmi ma'am, and there are some materials also, which Rashmi ma'am will send you. Do you have any group, WhatsApp group or something like that?
Yes, ma'am. We have the specialized.
I'll request Rashmi ma'am to distribute, and these slides which I used in my class, that also I'll send her to distribute in that group, right? Now, will you people take questions? I'll dictate and you'll take questions, or I'll put it
Yes,
in
yes,
these
yes.
slides while just.
No, ma'am, please,
I'll,
you dictate it, we'll write down.
okay,
Yes,
fine.
that will
Okay.
be good.
I'm telling questions module wise, right? And these are
Okay, ma'am.
questions which are important as long questions. And when you prepare it as a long question, it is automatically it is obvious that you can answer it as a short question also. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
So first is what is consumer behavior, nature, importance, and scope. This is a very obvious question every year. What is consumer behavior? What is its nature, scope, importance, and function? Once you are over with writing, just tell me so that I will go to the second question.
Next question.
What is psychographic segmentation? What is psychographic segmentation? Or the question might ask you, what is VALS segmentation? VALS, VALS, value and lifestyle segmentation. Both are same thing.
Value and
Value and lifestyle, VALS, value and lifestyle segmentation. Explain the segments with their characteristics.
okay, ma'am.
From module 2, the models of attitude are very important, and among all the models, tri-component model of attitude formation. That is one of the most important thing. All the models of attitude formation are important, but tri-component model is more important.
Ma'am, can you repeat the unit 1? Unit 1 important questions.
Achha, if someone has heard it, can you put it in the group, write it and put it in the group?
Okay, ma'am.
ମୁଁ ଏବେ ଯାହା ଆଉ ଥରେ starting ରୁ କହି ଦଉଛି, anybody who have written down all, make sure to put it in the group also, right? The first for module 1, first question would be, what is consumer behavior? What is its nature, scope, importance, and function?
Ma'am, nature scope.
Right?
Ma'am,
Nature,
nature
scope,
And function.
importance, and function. Over.
Yes, ma'am.
Second is what is psychographic segmentation? The psychographic segmentation. Explain the segments with their characteristics. Done.
Yes,
Should we
ma'am.
move to the next module?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So from module 2, all the structural models of attitude formation, and most important is tri-component model of attitude formation.
Ma'am, repeat again.
The structural models of
Tri-component
attitude
model.
formation. In the structural models, we have 4 models. After those 4, all the 4 models are important. Most important is tri-component model.
Ma'am, next.
Okay. Then next is social class. From social class, the different classes, that is upper class, middle class, lower class, and their characteristics. And how to measure social class, methods of measuring social class.
Ma'am, please repeat that second part, the measures too.
How to measure the social class.
Methods to measure the social class. Methods to measure social class.
Yes, ma'am.
And then from third module, what is culture? Culture and characteristic of culture. And subcultures.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And from opinion leadership, the process of opinion leadership. And characteristics of a opinion leader.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Then from the fourth module, Howard set model is important.
Sorry, ma'am. Please repeat.
Howard set model.
Howard set module is
Thank
important.
you.
Important. Howard said, EKB, Angel Collat Blackwell.
Yes, ma'am.
These two are important. Third important question from that is consumer decision making process.
Yes, ma'am.
That is, and types of consumer behavior. Those 4 types of consumer behavior.
Yes, ma'am.
And from the 5th module, it is the diffusion process. The adoption process.
Yes, ma'am.
And profile of consumer innovator.
Ma'am, profile of consumer.
Innovator. So I mean 5 types of consumer categories for the first category are the profile characteristics.
Yes, ma'am.
So with this, we complete the syllabus. If you people wish, you can switch on your cameras for a moment. Let me see who are the people I was addressing to. It can be for 1 minute, then we will sign off and complete it. Ritika, Nivedita. Your name is Alan?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Radha. Okay, fine. But I think by today, all of your courses would be over. Today is the
Yes,
last
ma'am.
day. And
Yes,
when,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
when
Yes,
would be,
ma'am.
when
Yes,
would
ma'am.
be your examination? When would be your examinations?
Last week of July.
So you
Yes,
have
probably.
sufficient time. Okay, okay. Then I'll send the slides. I'll ask Rasmi ma'am to send the slides. There are some materials also. She would send that. And all the best. Good luck.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
You,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
I wish our path would cross somewhere and we would meet someday.
Thank you.
Thank you and bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Right, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.